Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of My Hero Academia on Season 7, on Episode 7. Now, this episode right here, looks like to me, I can see why a lot of people doesn't really like this episode. Very understandable, even for me, even though I read it in the manga, even I am kind of a little, iffed up about it. Although I think the episode was pretty cool, the way how they went about it was kind of like the way how Toei would have done it, you know? Now, you guys might be crazy saying, hold up, Bones is not Toei, though. But the way how they went about it, because they freaking went into a freaking huge recap of the first, 3 or 4 minutes of the episode, at most. And after that, there's still some, extended filler of what happened, in last week's episode's ending. Now, you guys might be crazy telling me you must be insane, but that's just me, you know? You need to go watch the episode yourself. Unless you're a manga reader yourself, then you wouldn't really understand. But other than that, me being off topic and being like an idiot most of the time, let's continue. Like I said, this plays it starts off with its freaking almost close to 4-minute recap about All Might explaining his plan of how to fight All For One and Shigaraki, you know. And then after the opening, it plays some extended filler before Miracle got hit by Shigaraki's multitude of infinite fingers or something like that, or hands whatsoever, and that they cannot bring Midoriya back because the moment they get rid of Erasure, that's when Tomura's decay power or quirk is about to bring everything down to hell. That much is to be no, that is much to be said in this episode by the other heroes of Genius and so forth. So they decide to face Shigaraki head on without Midoriya with them. You know, eventually, you know, after somewhat getting close to 10 minutes, of course, we get to see it talks about a narration of some island whatsoever, which I don't care much about because just a waste of time. But we have to it. This is where Orca, Tsuyucha, Froppy, and Uravity are facing off against Himiko Toga and the Nomus are at, you know. As for Deku, he knows he has to leave and tells Uravity that. And Toga shows up behind him telling him not to leave because I love you, you know. And Deku's like, what the hell do you want from me, dude? And we had to, she says, I want you to be my boyfriend. And Deku's like, wait a minute, what? Are you insane right now? Right now, etc.? We have to it. Himiko Toga says, you know, ever since I saw you, you know, battered, bruised, bloodied, you know, I fell in love with you at first sight. Let me be you. Let me suck your blood. I'm thinking in my mind, what the hell? This girl's crazy. I gotta say, I give props to the voice actor doing a good job on this, you know? Other than that, we have to it. Deku responds to her feelings, you know, that he would like to be the same person as All Might, but he doesn't understand why Himiko Toga could hurt the people she loves, as he can't do that in any other way. And Toga seems to be offended by this and says Izuku and Ochaku are the same, just like her mama and papa, you know, and that she abandons her crush on Izuku and wants to kill him fully, you know. Uravity tries to stop her, saying that she's been thinking about her all this time, but unfortunately, Toga's like, I've stopped thinking about you ever since our encounter, you know? And she ends up stabbing Uraraka in the back, while Froppy and Deku manages to push and pull away. Well, I'd say Froppy kicks her while Deku pulls Himiko Toga away. Sorry for being a little out of place with my sentencing or saying, but let's just say Froppy and Deku put the distance between Uraraka and her after Uraraka got stabbed, you know. We had to Froppy tells Deku to go as he has other business to attend to. Uravity agrees and Deku decides to leave right away, you know. We have to it. Toga gets really upset about this, saying that, you know, I can't believe this is hard to live after all. I love him so much, you know. But we have to it that Deku's panicking right now and that he's really starting to be a little upset. Being more upset than he has to, you know. While we get to see the second user of One For All or something like that ends up telling Deku, hey, I want you to calm down, alright? What you're doing right now is not really helping. Did you also want to use my my meta ability or quirk to help you out? And Deku's like, yeah. But he says, no, you are not supposed to use that, because I told you before, this quirk of mine that you want to use is an actual last resort, which apparently is considered to be a little dangerous than it has to, you know? So pretty much we have to it that he tells Deku to trust his friends and allies and let them handle their own battle while he handle his, you know? We go back to Uravity and Froppy, and they end up being happy that Deku is on its way to his location towards Shigaraki. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys might be asking me, dude, why can't they just warp gate like Deku to Shigaraki right now? Well, that's because Monoma cannot activate more than one quirk at a time, and it's going to take about 10 seconds for him to actually switch between the quirk or even get back to erasure whatsoever. And with Shigaraki expanding his fingers or hands infinitely, who knows what will happen if they took erasure off, because if those fingers could use decay, then it's total game over, you know? They'll destroy the fortress, they'll lose their advantage, and it'll be all hell breaking loose once more, you know? And etc. We have to it eventually that going back to Himiko Toga with Uravity and Froppy. Himiko Toga having enough of this, saying that she's ready to live however she wants, and that she announces her name, who she is, and tells heroes to go die or go bye-bye. We have to it that, Uravity says, no, I'm going to live how I live, and then, as Ochaku Uraka, you know, blah, 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 and then so forth. Now, towards the very ending of the episode, we get to see Dabi causing some major destruction with this, quirk, you know, because we all know how deadly that thing is. And we have to it that everyone is like, well, you know, look at this, what's going on here and there, etc. But we have to it that, Dabi and Todoroki are talking with each other, and they end up having to exchange a few words, etc. That became very personal. We had to Todoroki therefore asked a serious question to Dabi or Toya, saying, if you were alive this entire time, why the hell didn't you come back, you know? And Dabi's like, so, you're interested in hearing that, but okay, I'll tell you right away. I'm going to show you why the heck I refuse to die, and why I refuse to let my flames be surpassed by a masterpiece such as yours, you know? And the episode ends off with Dabi that his skin is starting to, peel off and get ready to take on Shoto with his quirk, you know, how I became Dabi and the reason why I kept living, and that my flames will never be surpassed by yours, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, pretty much this episode involved Himiko Toga and Dabi, you know, well, Dabi's at the very end, etc. and so forth. Now I could see that I'm one of those people that didn't really like this didn't like the way how it went in this episode, because, you know, there was about a 4 or 5 minute recap of what happened in last week's episode, which is kind of annoying, but I couldn't see why they're doing it, but whatever, it is what it is. Now for the second part of the episode that I didn't like was possibly with the Himiko Toga stuff, you know? It's kind of, ironic, and then I can understand why this happened in the manga, you know? Because, you know, there's gotta be certain closure between Toga and Deku, you know? And, you know, after Deku is told by Toga's feelings herself, Deku responded, and, you know, Toga goes into insane mode, you know, trying to kill Deku, and then Uravity tries to stop her, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. So pretty much, I think the Himiko Toga stuff became a little something that no one really liked at all, which I could understand why. Heck, I didn't like it where it was going, you know. But other than that, especially how the episode went with its direction was kind of not very suitable or very acceptable by many people, you know. So looking forward to the next episode, people. Until then, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. And I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!